Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Winter is Fun, a Winter House podcast. Season 3, episode 6. How many episodes do we think there are? Are we halfway through?
I don't know. I mean, this episode Schwart was talking about coming back, and I'm like, aren't we almost done?
Isn't it only 2 weeks, or am I crazy?
I don't know. Like, last season, I think we got 10. I was expecting 10. Maybe we're getting 12 this year.
This is wild. Before we talk about the episode, though, let me tell you about the A&M Podcast Network. We have this podcast, which also doubles as Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast, and Summer is Fun in Martha's Vineyard, a Summer House Martha's Vineyard podcast. And
all the houses.
If it's in a house, we got it.
We're doing it. I literally thought this episode, I was like, this is basically summer camp, and I love it.
It's
like all
awesome.
of this network or this podcast series is summer camp.
Truly. We also have It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, and One Season Wonders. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. We still don't have anything to share.
I know.
On this front, and it hurts. Someone did give us a new rating, but I don't know what the rating was. So thank you, but also could you write a good review? Thanks so much.
I know. I love how the people who continue to listen to this for Winter House, because I know it's not the same as Summer House, but drop us a review. It's been like half the season.
Just fucking do it, okay? People like us. Let me tell you.
Just love this is enough.
My friend sent me today that we are her number 3 most listened to podcast.
On the Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, my friend Lainey, I'm going to give her a shout out. And if you send us your shit, we'll shout you out too. But my friend Lainey, it's her number 3. And her husband also listens to us. He's part of the 25% top fandom of our podcast.
I'm dying. I wonder where my own Wrapped would be because I download everything, obviously. So I wonder if they would show.
Listen, they listen to us more than we do. Can you imagine being at work and having us screech in your ear?
I mean, yeah, because I used to spend every lunch day with you.
Yeah, but besides that, no. So if we're in your Spotify Wrapped, let us know. I would love to shout you guys out.
Tag us on Instagram.
Tag us.
Post it. I know we got a few last year.
We'll do it. But thank you so much, Lainey and Jacob, for listening, for being in our top 25%. Please,
thank
God.
you.
But so they should probably leave us a review. I'm about to call them out if I'm giving them a shout out. They
should leave us a review.
They know better. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Vanderpasta. I posted a TikTok recently.
I still need to re-download.
I wanted to ask everyone about what they thought about Lindsay Hubbard and Johnny Bananas, and though I got a lot of likes, I got 0 comments. So let me know what you think, though.
All right, ready, everybody? Here's your to-do list. Go give us a review and go comment on Alicia's TikTok.
Tell me what you think. Also, you can join our Patreon. You can tell us on here, too. Patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you what you can get. For $1 a month, you get access to all of our fun pre-shows where Meredith and I and sometimes Sarah talk about whatever the hell we want because it's our show. And also, you will get access to any episodes we record early, including this one. For $2 a month, you get access to anything or everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get access to our after shows that we do when we go back and watch old seasons, which is not right now because we'll talk about Bravo News on this podcast if we want. But don't get it twisted. We will do every episode of the 3 to 5 shows we cover that have already aired.
3 to 5 shows. That just gave me a panic attack. Oh my God.
I think it's only 4 shows total, but I said 3 to 5 to make it sound crazy.
But it's kind of 5 because of One Season Wonders. There's always a 5th first season.
Just hanging over
3 to 72.
Yeah, so we'll cover every episode. We're just not there yet, but stick around, and that's when we do the after shows. And also, we will say your name on the podcast. So thank you to Chris, Darby, Dee, Dustin, Gabriella, Jackie, Jamie, Kirsten, Casey, Kelsey, Chrissy, Lauren, Sarah L, Sarah R, Tierney, Tonette, Tracy, Asia, Emily, Gina, Isabella, Jennifer, Jesse, Leanne, Rio, Robin, Taylor, and Tara. Killed it.
You crushed it. I like that. Done. Beat you got going
y'all
on.
are amazing. Don't get it twisted. I see if you change your Patreon photo, you look lovely. Just know I'm always watching.
How fun.
I love our patrons so much. It's such a freaking community, and I hope you love us too. And if you don't, you wouldn't be a part of the Patreon. So These are my favorite fans.
When I posted the episode last week, I was scrolling through and I was like commenting on things from like 4 weeks old, and I literally loved going through it so much.
I know.
It's the best.
All I do is like the comment when we read it. So if you get a like from me, you know we're reading it on the podcast. That's what that means.
In the moment.
If I respond, we're probably not reading it on the podcast. So that's a tell.
If you get a response 4 weeks late, it's from me.
But a new thing, if you want to slide in on TikTok or comment on my videos, I'll respond to that. Don't even worry.
Love that for you.
Okay, and then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, when we do live shows, which is always, because live shows never stop, basically, I'll post and ask for your questions, comments, opinions, concerns, whatever, and you tell us, and we'll read them on the podcast. And we have a lot to go through today. And then also, we'll pick a patron of the episode. So, Meredith, I just, after talking about depression on our pre-show, I just need some...
That's going to make no sense to people who are not on the Patreon.
It was funny. I need some comfort in our lives. And so our patron of the episode is none other than our girl, Jackie.
I was wondering if you were going to pick her. I love that.
Of course it's friggin' Jackie.
I need some comfort in our lives. Jackie of the episode.
For a long time, it was the three of us in the trenches, She know. She was our first fan. If not for Jackie, we would have shut this thing down.
Honest to God, Jackie, you've been here for like 3 years. For 3 years.
She's been here so long. I'm going to cry.
Yeah, because I think we started it summer 2020.
Oh, Jackie, thank you so much. We are so happy to have you. And thank you for commenting on my post. I can always count on you. Okay, great. I think I did all this stuff, but I know what you're thinking. Should we dive in the episode? The answer is no, because we have some thoughts from last episode.
You're really throwing me for a loop, too. I'm really excited. Keep me on my toes.
Picking the Jackie of the episode brought me back to my core of chaos.
Chaos? Yeah.
So we have thoughts from last week from Tonette. So Tonette said, I don't remember who said it. I'm guessing Alicia. Thank you so much. But looks like someone is wrong because Schwartz kissed Floody. Yeah, whatever. Stop calling her Floody. It's Katie. Come on.
It's Katie. Yeah, let's force him to.
Tonette says, okay, this may be an unpopular opinion, but y'all say I need to watch Martha's Vineyard, but I really think Jordan enjoys the attention from Alex. I don't want to say she thrives on male attention, but I don't see her hanging with the girls. Honestly, yeah, I think she likes having the compliments and the flirtiness, and I can't say
I think she likes the surface level, which, she kind of says it in this episode, I am down for a compliment, even if, Alex gives them out,
left, right, and center.
Yeah, what analogy I'm going with there, but he just gives them out freely and she'll take them. She knows the value of it because
there's
no weight in it. But I want to be told I look pretty. I'm down for,
Yeah, you can tell me I look pretty every day. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, comment that on the TikTok that I look pretty.
No one's commented that on my TikTok yet. I post so many.
I'm sure you look really pretty.
I'm in pajamas always.
No shame in that game, though. Jordan got that compliment when she was putting on her onesie. So
yeah, well, I'm not Jordan, but I'm close. I think.
That's right.
Tonette says, "I love Danielle. I adore her, and will always root for her, even when she started snoring 5 minutes after telling Alex to come snuggle. Fuck yeah, yeah. You know what? You gotta." Again, it was a rough episode for Danielle. There's a soft spot always.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror,
you know what? She puts it all out there, and she's the realest person, I think, in this season.
Ever.
She is just fully out there.
And then Tonette says, shopping in a bar, abso-fucking-lutely. That's the only way I want to shop. So
that reminded me of Siesta Key, actually. I was thinking about that the other day. Remember when Juliet worked at that Bartique, I think they called it.
Blend. Cheers to Blend. Great. Thank you, everyone. Should we get in the episode?
Let's do it.
Okay, so previously on Winter House, we partied. Riley and Jason and Aisha are here. Jordan and Alex are flirting, and Danielle's super upset about it, so they're not having sex anymore. Katie and Tom kiss, but Schwartz can't get past the name. Brian kissed someone. Malia hasn't, and she hasn't in 6 months. Katie is super upset that her name is cock blocking her from Schwartz. Great.
It's rough. Very rough.
So,
you know who didn't have a problem with the same names? Raquel.
Oh. Oh, I'm injured. Oh, that was so good. I can't even laugh. Oh, you're not wrong. At the same time.
Literally awesome. Same day too. So Schwartz, you know what? Trust me, this is not a problem.
It made it easy because you only have to remember
I guess you can't really screw it up.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so it's Friday. I can't believe you said that. That was awesome. Friday, 5:36 p.m. Katie is super annoyed because Schwartz can't call her by her name because of his ex. And Schwartz is like, maybe it's a cop-out for any feelings that I'm feeling towards her.
Well, not even can he not call her that. He can't even hear the name Katie utter out of somebody's mouth. Like, that's where it's really bad.
Yeah, he basically implemented his own rule to say he can never hook up with another Katie again.
Yeah, so I love how he's
cock blocking himself.
He's processing this like in his interview, and he's like, "I guess this is kind of made up," and it's like, "Yes,
yeah, sure.
Completely made up.
No one else asked for this.
No,
not even your ex-wife.
Nope. So, she wants you to move on, just outside of the friend group.
Danielle and Alex, though, they got over their issues because they're making out in the middle of the kitchen.
That I don't understand them.
They're drunk.
Just kidding. I do understand them because I am them.
It's like looking in a mirror. It's uncanny.
I'm like, who does that? Me.
Everyone turns to just look at you and you're like, what?
What?
Prove it. The party rages on. Jordan's DJing. Jason loves the vibes. Brian continues to kill it with the girls. Okay? He's got game.
He's a conversationalist. That's the thing. He's so good at just conversing randomly.
Well, there are these 2 girls, and he's like, you 2 are badass alpha women. And one of the girls is like, that's why we can't get any men. And Brian's like, why? Because these men are schmucks? Like, no way. And I was like, I would have literally been like, are we having sex now?
That's the thing, is like, you call me an alpha woman.
And then call these men schmucks. I'm in.
Where do you want to go? I'm in.
No question.
Why am I falling in love with Brian so hard?
I knew it. Since the minute he called Malia an ogre, I was in. I was so in.
Since the minute he called her an ogre. It just keeps getting better. That's the thing. Love. Yeah.
And he speaks a little Hebrew. Oh
my gosh, yeah. She's like, I'm Jewish. And he was like, I forget what he said.
He said something in Hebrew.
And then she goes, he said something else, and then she goes, not that Jewish. And I was like,
I will, to hear Brian speak Hebrew, I'll become Jewish. That was great. I'm so
Brian
obsessed.
can say anything to me at this rate.
So
I'm like, hard eyes.
I know. We have to go to BravoCon and be like, our new crush, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, we fell in love with you.
Should I dress up as Fiona the Ogre? Like, maybe he'll fall for me.
I'll go as Shrek. We'll see which one he likes better. Because I'm like an onion. No, I'll go as an onion. Beautiful.
Oh, okay. I could go as Donkey too. Like there's a lot of range in animated characters
for the onions. Yeah,
I could be the sloth.
Oh my god, or Bambi. He also called Casey Bambi.
There's so many options.
Thank God BravoCon's 3 days. Next year we got it. Okay, so Danielle gave Casey her underwear so Casey could twerk. I've never shared my underwear before, but I support women helping women.
I'm out on sharing underwear. However, it really worked with this outfit, and Casey said she was
necessary.
Yeah, well, she was also out of underwear, so that is a planning problem on Casey, but the black underwear really suited.
Casey's not my type of person because you know what? It doesn't matter what trip I'm going on. It doesn't matter if I have laundry or not. I will pack a pair of underwear for every day I'm going, plus an extra pair for every single day in case I shit myself every day.
You just never know what's going to happen.
It doesn't matter. I truly don't care.
I agree. And then, if I have only 3 left because somehow I shit my pants every day, I will be doing all my laundry, including the pair that's probably clean.
Yes, all of it. Okay, so Jordan talks to this dude, Hollis, and at first I was like, are they feeling each other? But really, Jordan's just like, I hate all men. And Hollis is like, all men? And she's like, including you, Hollis. She doesn't say that, but she basically shuts him down.
it's really interesting to see where she decides to put her interest, because she was like so into Corey, and she said it's because he wasn't like all over her. And I didn't think Hollis was like all over her. He was just like
I
talking with
thought
her.
Hollis was hot too.
Me too.
Okay,
she shut him
great.
down so quickly.
I wish I was Jordan, just being like, I could do better. Hollis comes up to me, I'd be like, where and when, sir?
There's only been one time in my life, or maybe there's been a few, so I shouldn't like knock myself out, but where I've just been so uninterested in every man at the bar, just purely like I do not want to talk to a single male. And it was when we both had that Austin bachelorette trip. Literally was wearing sunglasses.
Also was like anti.
I just was like, I know. And like 4 guys wanted to talk to me. I was like, why would I do not want to talk to any of you? Do all of you want to talk to me? Why is this a thing?
We're going on a side tangent. I have a great story about a man who tried to talk to me that night. My friend, the bride, was like talking to this group of men, and I was talking to one of my friends. I was very disinterested. Yeah. And also, I had plane trouble, so I had not gotten any sleep. I could not. Meredith knows. Listen to the pre-show. But so I hated it. I was getting up to go to the bathroom, and my bride friend grabs me, and she's like, hey, this is, I don't know, Bob. And I look at him, I go, hey. And he goes, hey, I'm an accountant too. And I go, so sorry for your life. Don't kill yourself too soon. And I walked away. And my friend was like,
with my depression?
I was like, every day, sir, how could you be an accountant in this economy? Terrible. With my depression? No.
Oh my gosh.
So
it's like, I don't want to, you probably don't want to date an accountant.
Hollis was hot. Hollis didn't look like an accountant.
Yes. He was just like a normal person. He was just like chatting with her. Like, that's the vibe we want. And listen, she's like, get out of my face.
If Brian denies me, I'm going to Hollis immediately.
I agree.
Yeah. So, okay. So Jason and Schwartz then talk. Jason is like, hey, I saw Scandal on CNN.
The way, wait, no. Schwartz goes, yeah, I can't believe they're calling it Scandal. I was like, oh my God, these again are the early days where it's just now being named. Yeah. You know, like, wow, that was a precious time.
That was amazing. Life. On CNN. That was amazing. But then we talk about Jason's girl, which is Giselle from Potomac. Mm-hmm. I just watched Potomac this weekend, and he was on it. And I was like,
I was going to say, he's on like the current season airing right now. How wild.
He's hot. So I'm in it. But Amanda joins the conversation, and she doesn't think Giselle likes her because at BravoCon, when Meredith and I went, like
2019, or not, why did I say 2019? 2022 BravoCon.
Amanda went to the bathroom and didn't have shoes on, and Giselle and Robin, another Potomac housewife, talked about it on their podcast. They just said some summer house girl, and it was so gross and blah, blah, blah. And Amanda's like, yeah, I wasn't like licking the floor. I just went to the bathroom. And honestly, I get it. She was probably in heels. BravoCon was dirty anyway.
I think she said it was like day 3. You're in heels all day. Like, I'm going to be honest. My standards at that point would be low. Like, I'm trying to think of like at weddings, like if I'm at a wedding and I take my shoes off, I don't think I would put my shoes on to go to the bathroom.
I've done it. Like I've gone to the bathroom without my shoes on at a wedding.
Is it gross? Probably, but like, do I really care?
I can already tell you I've done it. You're not going to tell me like flip flops would be any better. Those are just as close to the ground. I'm better off. Okay. Also, leave the bitch alone.
That's the thing is like, I don't like people have to make this all public. Like, you know, that's going to be a headline and then it's going to be a thing. Like, I love how Amanda takes this too of just Amanda's being like, I guess I'm gross. Like, your girl hates me. I have no beef with her. Like, she's whatever. Like,
yeah, Jason's like, we're going to double date. And she goes, great, I won't wear shoes.
Loved it.
It's like, great, rock
Loved
on.
it.
Okay, party rages on. Katie and Malia go to pee, and Katie's telling Malia that Schwartz is driving her insane. She'd probably give up. Anyway, so Casey says Schwartz looks like Andy from Toy Story. I don't know why I found this funny.
I thought that was so funny because she was talking about his boots. Like, his boots were kind of short and they look plasticky a little bit.
She goes, you look like that one guy from Toy Story. I literally go, Woody. And she goes, Andy. And I was like, I'm wrong. You're right.
No, I think she meant Woody, but like your name, Andy's name should be on the bottom of your boot.
On the boot. It was so funny.
I wish she had like a Sharpie and just wrote it.
Oh my God. I would pay money to see that. It would be so good. Okay. So Corey staying strong, keeping away from women, but it's not easy. And then
was that Jason who was like talking to him about that? I was like,
yeah, he's
you
like,
act like you're some hero.
Yeah,
when, like
Jason's
3 days ago you were like contemplating other things.
Jason's literally like, amazing that you've denied all of this, and he goes, it's not easy being me.
It's
and
not
like,
easy.
Jason, how are you doing it? That like it's the same
it's not
thing.
I don't think it's that hard.
Corey's
to
just
not
tall
kiss
with
someone.
a mustache. How does he do it? What?
He's just ripped. He just has height and is ripped.
I would pick Jason over Corey fucking any day. Any day.
I agree. But like prior to Jason coming, everybody thought like Corey was hot. And it's all about his energy and like
he does have hot energy, I know.
But like it's not that hard to not kiss someone. He's been doing it. He's all right. He's alive.
He's doing the Lord's work. Some girl teaches Brian the rave handshake, which cracks me up because Brian's never been to a rave in his life.
That's a thing.
I've done this.
I thought she was like making something up.
No, that's how you.
Oh my Jesus!
That's how you exchange those bracelets. They're called candies. So you exchange. You give the candy away.
The like
the bracelets. To get in? No. Like you have tons of bracelets. Like before Taylor Swift did bracelets, raves did them. So you always had tons of bracelets, and you would you would give people the bracelets that you made, but you'd do like this handshake, and then you would like take the bracelets and pull them onto your own. It's a thing.
Oh Lordy, too much for me.
Clearly, I've never done it because candy's gross because you just put it in your mouth and chew on it. It's not a thing. I don't need to tell you guys about how drugs work, but that's what it was for. Anyway,
another pre-show.
Danielle and Alex go into Danielle's room to make out, but the party rages on without them. Some girl tells Malia, we find out later her name's Hannah, I think. But so Hannah tells Malia that she's beautiful and that Hannah would love to kiss her. And Malia's like, yeah, I think you're beautiful too. And the girl's like, just let me know and we'll kiss. Malia's like, okay. And then we have to cut to Alex and Danielle. And I hate watching Alex do any kind of sexy stuff.
I did not need to see this because like at least if there's like when he's like put it in just see how it feels, at least there's like covers and I can just like not really be a part of it. But when he gets up and her legs are still like wide for him, I'm like, can we not show this? This has no purpose.
He flips her and she goes, oh. And I was like, oh my God.
No. She was like, oh, look at that move. You had that
and he keeps
the whole time.
We have like a full conversation about this movie. My nightmare.
What are we doing?
Everyone should know. Once we start hooking up, I never want to talk to you. Like
that's the thing. You can like say a few comments about what's going on here, but like don't have I don't need a sentence. You can talk or a paragraph.
Dirty to me. We don't have to talk about what's happening though. We don't have to narrate.
You don't need to narrate it.
Wow, what was that? That is the weirdest thing to say.
When they started, she was like, oh, should I take my hat off? And he's like, yeah, you should take your hat off. Oh, I'm glad you took your hat off. I'm like, what are you doing?
I would have said, sure.
Just rip it off.
Yeah, just
no words needed.
Flick that thing. Yeah, fuck that. So, great. Then we go back to the kitchen and Malia makes out with Hannah. And Corey and Kyle are both very interested in this.
Jaws on the floor.
But Malia did it. She kissed somebody. And it's not the first time she kissed a girl named Hannah because the chief stew on her first boat was named Hannah. And she was obsessed with her like weirdly that one night.
That is a good actual clip from Below Deck. If people don't watch Below Deck, of their nights out, they are so chaotic.
Yeah, the nights that these people go out, I will never
or like an entire season of Summer House.
I could never.
One night.
Malia is definitely straight, but she'll kiss anyone. And honestly, same.
I mean, if I'm not into them, I won't. But like. It wouldn't bother me to make out with a girl.
If I'm drunk and a girl's like, hey, I'll be like, hey, what's up?
I'm in.
Great.
Yeah.
So Casey walks in on Danielle and Alex because she's looking for her jacket. She does not. She's unbothered.
I would walk in and been like, whoa, sorry. She's like, hey, I know you're kind of busy. Where's my jacket?
Knock, knock, bitch. You see my jacket? It's fuzzy. She starts describing the jacket, and everyone's like, great. We should go back.
Here's the thing, though. This is the couple to do it to because they'll have a full conversation with you while they're, like, making out.
In the middle, probably, yeah. Okay, so they go back to the party after that. So then Brian, Jason, and Kyle talk about girls. Jason tells Brian to keep shooting his shot and don't stop because someone might come around in the end. And I was like, honestly, yeah, sometimes I need to be worn down. Like sometimes I might come into a house and not know you.
That's the thing.
If you shoot your shot too early, I'm going to be like weirdo. But then if you let me get to know you, you're cool, and then shoot another shot.
And like sometimes I like make arbitrary decisions for myself at the start of the night.
Yeah.
That like don't matter later. Like I'm like, no, I'm going to be good tonight. But like then it's like, let's have 7 drinks and now I'm not going to be good.
Knowing me, I would go into this house and go, I'm not going to hook up with a roommate. And then I'd meet Brian and be like, jokes.
But I need you to come back around, because the first time I'd be like, no. Yeah. The best is Brian goes, I have unlimited ammo. And I was like, keep shooting those shots, dude. Keep going.
There's a fine line. Don't force it. And if she truly says no, you leave her alone.
Yes. There's a difference between shooting a shot and forcing yourself.
Yes. But
forcing the shot in a basket.
Brian, I think, is a good enough dude that he's just going to keep being like, hey, I enjoy your company.
Him shooting a shot is literally talking to people, and I love that.
Yes, that's the difference. If someone kept being like, let me sleep with you, let me sleep, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, no. But he would be like, can I get you some water?
Brian's like,
and I'd be like, I'm in love.
Get to know me.
Brian brought me a glass of water. I'm obsessed with him.
Let's learn, men, that is shooting your shot. Yeah. And you should not expect anything in return.
Just love us.
Just
before we love you, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex, because he's now upstairs and not making out with Danielle, he's flirting with that girl, Hannah.
Wait, I don't think he's flirting.
He's just talking to Hannah.
This is especially one where I'm like, he's truly just talking to this girl.
Well, also, Danielle doesn't know that Hannah likes women.
There's a lot of context Danielle does not have, which I realize this is their main problem.
Yeah, so Danielle immediately gets upset, but Hannah is talking about how much she likes Malia to Alex.
Yes, that's the thing, is like, it's really loud in there, so they're like going to each other's ears and physically talking into them, which always looks really flirty, but sometimes I have terrible hearing, and so like I need some people to do that for me. So when I hear what their conversation is, I'm like, oh no, Danielle's gonna spiral, and this is truly over nothing.
But then a girl goes up to Alex and is like, hey, I'm leaving and I think you're cute. And Alex is like, we should swap Instagrams. And I was like, this man is just answering DMs all through Instagram.
I mean, when you're like...
Someone hot, go message Alex and let us know what happened.
I guess.
I'm not going to do it because I hate him. And also...
Team Danielle.
I don't know if I'm his type.
I kind of get it, because it's just like, listen, well, he's not giving out his number. Like, I understand, like, why a semi-famous person won't give out their number. So it's like, hey, DM me. Like, that's easy to shut down.
Also, this girl was so drunk.
Yeah. He was not really, like, entertaining it. No, he was just like hey, follow me on Instagram.
But Alex can sense Danielle watching him. And says that, like, feels the jealousy and the anger. And he just wants to bow out of the thing with Danielle. But then I'm like, sir, you should not then be sleeping with her all the time. Like, just stop hooking up with her then. If you want to bow out, do that.
He needs to shut this down and, like, have a sober conversation and be like, hey, I think this is getting really complicated. I really do like you. I've really enjoyed our time. But, like, let's not. And then she also... is not playing chill. She thinks she's chill with her emotions when she's drunk, and she is
she's not cool, girl. She's not cool, girl. But, like, meanwhile, Danielle's cleaning up with a knife. I don't know why.
She's, like, pushing stuff into the sink with a knife.
She's pissed, and you could tell by the way she handles
a bread knife. It's a giant serrated knife, too, so it looks so scary. That's the thing,
yeah, Alex is like, can we put down the knife? And she's like, no. And I was like, that knife's not going to
She's like swinging it too. She's like, no. And he's like,
I'm going to poke someone's eye or something.
Not fun.
Yeah. So it's Friday, 9:47 p.m. Kyle pees outside. I love mentioning when Kyle pees outside. It's a classic Kyle move. Danielle's mad because she just had sex with Alex 20 minutes ago. And now he's talking to someone else. I get Alex needs to realize that you can't just have sex and then go up, like, deal with some other girl.
Okay, hold on. For my own sake, so they did have sex down there and we just, like, didn't see it? Yes. Do you think it happened after Casey was there? Did they go into the bathroom?
I have no clues. But, yeah, she's saying they had sex.
Then I got confused and I was like, but they didn't. I wish, like, Bravo would have, like, edited slightly that in, and you know how like they'll like speed up time in a sense, and you'll watch somebody go into a bathroom. Like I needed that context.
I think Bravo didn't even want us to see it, and I understand. I'm gonna go off what Danielle is saying.
Okay,
they just had sex 20
I'm
minutes
good with
ago.
going on to the assumption that they did have sex.
That's what the story is, and Alex didn't say no. We didn't anywhere. So they had sex 20 minutes ago, and then he's like talking to other girls. And I get it in the sense that he just hooked up with Danielle, so why would she be like questioning his motives? But also, if you just have sex with a girl, just hang out with that girl, I guess. I don't know. It's messy. It's a mess. It's a messy situation you're in.
Talking to the girl who is a lesbian, like who's into Malia.
Fine.
That wasn't bothering me, but like now knowing that knowing that you know that she's upset. That's the thing, is he knows she's upset and is not trying to
find other girls.
That's it.
To talk to.
Or like squash like whatever she's believing in her head. Like he should walk up to Danielle and say, "Oh my God, that girl's so into Malia. Like it's so cute." Or like, "That's wild. I heard they kissed while we were here." Like something, so then Danielle is like on the same page, because that's what happens with me is I'm Danielle. Like I'm from afar, like coming up with things in my head being like, wow, he's so into that girl, whatever. And what upsets me the most is that Alex does nothing to try and like, when he knows she's upset, to try and like change her thoughts about it.
I agree. I can see myself also as Danielle, especially right out of a serious relationship. I could totally see myself as Danielle. Yeah. So Danielle's very upset. She's telling the girls. She's very upset. She wants to walk and talk. This part, we'll get into it. But Amanda comes over and Danielle's like, "Hey, can you tell me if I'm crazy? Because I'm kind of freaking out." And Amanda goes, "Hang on a second. Let me put myself in your shoes because I'm married." And I was like, oh no. So this makes Danielle really mad, and she storms off. And Amanda's like, "Now I'm annoyed. I was just trying to like put myself in her shoes." And I was straight up like, "Amanda, you are talking to someone who just got dumped by the person she thought she was going to marry, and she is so mad." And Amanda definitely didn't mean it to sound like condescending, but it sounded to be like, "You're single.
Let me get into your bucket. Like it's gonna take me a while to get into character." Into your
sad, like your sad moment. That was rough. Like I, as a single,
because Amanda like closed her eyes. She was like, give me a minute," and it's like, oh, you have to really put a lot of effort into thinking like a single person. I understand Amanda saying something along the lines of like, "Oh, it's hard for me to think about this stuff because like I just don't have the same perspective you do right now.
And I'm married for so long, and it's Kyle.
Like let me think about this, like how I would take this. Like I understand wanting to try and come from like a different perspective, because it's true. Like I hate when married people are like, "It's so easy, just put yourself out there," but you don't.
Like I could never put myself in a situation of like a married person's problems. I'd have to be like, I don't know. This is maybe what I would do, but I don't fully. Because I'm not there. But the way Amanda said it was like, hang on, I'm married and you're not.
Let me get into your mind here. It'll take a minute. And Danielle's standing there being like, "It shouldn't take this long."
Danielle's literally like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Should I be upset? Like, yes or no? It's not like, "Hey, I'm telling you a long story and you really need to think through the nuances of the problem." It's, "I just banged this guy. He's talking to other girls. Should I be mad?"
It's so stupid.
And Amanda could literally say, "You shouldn't be mad, and here's why," from any perspective. And I think Danielle would have taken it 20 times better.
Amanda should have said, because this is what I would have said. I would have said, whether I'm married or not, I would have said, "I don't think you should be mad because he is just a rebound. You do not have feelings for him. We will never talk to him after this show." Danielle, like, you are on the rebound.
Yes.
Feelings, do not shut your feelings down, girl.
Yeah, like you got laid. You're that's not great. That's what we wanted. Like that was the end game. Yeah.
Just bang him, and don't worry if he talks to other girls. And if he bangs a different girl, go bang a different guy. Like it's totally fine. But no, Amanda set off a beast. I was like,
I would have been pissed too, because to be honest, she's already mad. Like
she's already mad,
can't give her
and
more.
she just got super dumped.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be like, "Hang on, single bitch.
Let me take off my wedding ring that I have."
Sorry, I'm just so loved by my husband. It gave me big from Martha's Vineyard. It gave me Jasmine vibes. When her and Jordan were talking, and Jasmine was like, "You're just not happy because you're single." And Jordan was like, retarded.
Yeah, she's like, I'm celibate for myself. Get off my back. You're so right.
This was wild.
And Amanda never operates like that. I don't understand what she's doing.
I know.
And she kind of...
I think Amanda was trying to be like, and I get it, because Amanda has not been single for a long time. She is married, and she's married to a dude whose whole job is to literally flirt with anyone so they buy his product. Like, that is just who Kyle is. But I thought about it, and I think season 1 Amanda would be pissed.
That's true.
If Kyle did this to her. She was pissed all the time, and they weren't even together. Well, here's the thing, is, like, that so clear.
Amanda had more time, like, knew who Kyle was. They, like, started dating, whatever. Like, she had more time to just be like, that is who Kyle is. He's not flirting with people. He just talks with everyone. Or, like, he's, like, surface level flirting, you know? And I think if this was like a real serious thing, like back in New York where like Alex and Danielle really wanted to date, Danielle would get used to this in a sense of like the surface level, you know, flirting with everyone
or whatever.
But it's just so triggering. And so your whole goal, I don't think people realize when drunk people are upset, your goal is not to give them real advice. It is to keep them calm. Like, we are not in therapy here.
It does not matter if you have to be like, Alex should die and we should kill him. You just want Danielle to calm
Yes, you should just be like,
down.
Fuck him. Like, it doesn't matter if like you should be mad or not. Let's go have a drink outside.
And if there's one thing to do to anger a single drunk
point
woman,
out that she's single.
It's to literally just point out that like you are loved and she is not.
That's it.
Because you could also, right, a single bitch could be like, we're both unloved, and she wouldn't get mad at that, but it's to be like, I am super loved and you're are not by anyone.
It's like pointing out that you have no one whenever you are
even if it's friends,
free falling.
Like even if you're like, my friends don't hate me, but yours do. It's like, what the fuck? Just
you know, oh God.
Just shut up.
Yep.
So Danielle's pissed. Amanda's basically like, I get that Danielle's mad, but they're just friends with benefits. And I'm like, yeah, but she's drunk. She's so drunk.
There's no logic when you're drunk.
None. And these people are wasted. You get drunker when you're in your own home because you don't have to.
And you've already started before any of the other party goers have come.
They're wasted. They're slurring. They're a mess.
Yeah.
So Danielle is in her room with Schwartz and Katie and the other below deck girls. And Danielle's just like, it's disrespectful that he's trying to have sex with other girls. And Schwartz is trying to defend Alex and be like, he's not hitting on other people. And Malia's actually is like, yeah, he's talking to other girls. And Schwartz is like, so he's not hitting on them. And she goes, that's how you hit on people.
That's how you flirt with people.
You actually have to
talk to Brian. He's crushing it.
Brian's crushing it up there. He's hitting on everyone. Yes. But the girls hype Danielle back up, this is what you do to a single sad drunk bitch. You go, we got this. Fuck him. Let's go back to this party. Let's get like Riley showed up. She's like, why are you bitches down here? Let's go upstairs. Yeah. And I was like,
you show her that she is loved and you are her people. We are gonna have a good time.
You can hook up with Hannah if you want. Malia and Hannah are in. Yes. No worries. So they head back upstairs. Brian is upstairs. He is sniffing girls, but the girls are sniffing him back, and I don't know what that's about, but dude's killing it up there.
You know what? If Brian's doing it, we love it.
If Brian's doing it, it's hot. So then Casey kicks everyone out of the house. So it's 10:49 p.m. We kind of clean up. Danielle's very, very upset. She's making it known to everyone that she's
This is
very,
why I'm like,
upset.
girl, you were not chill about it earlier. Now you're really not chill because drunk people are loud. There's no way you're just like talking in this normal tone of voice, which I already know for me is loud for other people.
Mine's loud too,
and
yeah.
I love the camera guy catching that like Alex's face where Alex like, I'm not gonna address this, so I'm literally gonna look away from her and pretend like I'm not hearing this.
Alex is literally right there. And she's like, I'm in a bad mood.
But I actually really, this is the one time I appreciate him not pretending like he has no clue what's going on.
This is great. He was like, okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Casey, though, in other news, in positive news, she finds her jacket in the pantry. The one she was looking for.
My God, I just don't understand how that got there.
Yeah. So Alex is pure chaos in his room. He ends up covering the camera.
With a sock.
Yeah, how dare you? This is a big no-no. Stop covering your camera unless you're having sex.
I'm kind of shocked that a producer did not walk through the house.
Unless you're having sex, don't cover the camera.
Yeah, especially because he knows. Like, he's been on Below Deck. He should be used to this.
There are cameras everywhere. Yeah. So, Katie's really angry towards Schwartz because he hates her name. And Kyle tells her it's him, not her. And she's like, I know.
Obviously.
Schwartz, though, is heading home tomorrow because he's got this reunion. Hilarious.
Oh my God. Is this when they put in the 2 days from now?
No, not yet. Not even yet. He talks about leaving for this reunion forever.
This is why I thought we were at the end of the trip, because he's like, I gotta go home.
He's like, I'm going home.
His goodbye is in an episode.
I also thought he was maybe leaving like 2 days before everyone else has to leave.
He is, because he said it's like the 17th or something, and they filmed the reunion, I think, on the 21st. He said he has to go home, check on the bar, and then get ready for the reunion.
Yeah, but then I thought the rest of the people were leaving the day of. Like, he wasn't leaving enough to then come back.
Yeah, I'm very confused by this giant long
I will say, if he comes back, the only thing I want more than seeing what the cast of Vanderpump Rules was up to between Scandival and the reunion is seeing how they all are acting after the reunion. Like, are we okay? Especially Schwartz, because he said very little and took everything very hard. Like, he's struggling.
Like, if he isn't crying when he walks in the door, we're not happy.
I don't want it. Send him back.
I don't think he's coming back after that reunion.
Great. He's dead in the water.
Every time he keeps saying he's coming back, I'm like, no, you're not. There's no way.
Sir, Katie, his ex-wife's Katie is going to be like, don't leave the fucking county. I'm coming for your ass.
And we had it on like TMZ footage of him leaving the first time to come out to Colorado. I don't ever remember seeing anything of him coming back again.
About coming back. You're right.
So,
because they were all watched. If they were at the airport, TMZ caught him.
Yes. So, like,
what a nightmare of a life.
I don't think he's coming back.
What an absolute nightmare of a life. Okay, so Danielle vents to Corey about the Alex thing. Everyone's eating. The girls undress a really drunk Aisha.
You did. Yeah. You did. That was Aisha. So funny.
For a second, it sounded weird. She was so drunk.
She was like a dead body.
Because Aisha very rarely she's rarely the most drunk. Mm-hmm. So it was fun saying her.
Also, this is how you hype up girls when they're drunk. They're like, you have everything put together as the chief's do on the boat. Like, this is what you got to do in the house. Like, yes.
We got you, bitch.
Let her let loose.
Malia is chief stew of this house, man. She does not let one person go to bed without water and food in their belly. She
crushes it.
She's
won me back over. I was really mad at her about the Hannah stuff. I'm back.
I'm obsessed with her.
The Below Deck Hannah stuff, not this.
Yeah. No, I'm obsessed with her. Also, I was rooting for Malia that whole time during the Below Deck Hannah stuff. I was there for it. I'm anti-Hannah. I know it's a hot take. Okay, so Danielle goes to find Alex in his room, so we don't get camera footage, but we get like
the audio,
their mics. Alex tells Danielle he doesn't like her, but he cares about her, and Danielle is like, well, I like you and I just want to cuddle. And he's like, okay. And I was like, no, my dude, shut it down.
This is the hard thing about, like, I can see this so high level and be like, okay, Danielle, I just don't think you can be a casual hookup girly, and like, no shame, because I have learned this year.
Not right now.
I cannot at all. Like, I get feelings. It doesn't work, whatever. That's all Alex wants. He wants to bang you and just go about his night. And like, that's what he wants. Yeah. And like, I can't really fault him for the initial like outlook on it. But when you see you're hurting someone as like in their collateral damage and all of this, you've got to learn to like not play the game.
He drunkenly can recognize that he does not want this. Mm-hmm. So because he can drunkenly recognize that, to me, he should be able to drunkenly say, like, Danielle, no, go do it. Danielle cannot rationalize anything. She drunkenly cannot put two and two together right now. I agree. Her being like, let's cuddle.
All like, she wants is to be told, like, basically, like, she's lovable in a sense. Like, going back to, like, whenever the girls were talking. It's like, she feels like she has no one. She's sad, and I get this. Like, you just want to be comforted, especially when you're drunk and mad. And it's even worse when you want to be comforted by the person who's making you mad. Like, because then tomorrow you're going to wake up feeling like such an idiot. But like a cuddle, like in the moment will make you feel better, but long term won't.
Yeah. This is really.
I felt this so hard. It made me so.
I know.
I don't like this show right now because it's such a mirror to myself. We're lovable, Alicia. We're lovable.
What was the thing you sent me? We have to remember. I don't want somebody in my house, and I don't want to hear somebody else breathe.
Yes, it was like 4 headlines Meredith from this week. Oh my gosh.
Of like single women and why they're single.
And like, but like prominent single women who like are.
It was like Whoopi Goldberg and like
here we
very
go.
successful ones.
Not interested in dating. I don't want to hear somebody breathing. I don't want somebody in my house. I don't want to be in a situation for even an hour where I'm not enjoying myself. And I really love my job, but I don't want to do it that often. That one's unrelated to men, but like they're a job kind of. So
yeah, this is a job. Okay, so where were we? Let's get just back to the story. Schwartz seeks out Katie, but she tells him how mad she is at him about the name. And he goes, I know, I've been looking into changing your name to Colorado. And I was like,
no, he said how to change it in Colorado.
Oh.
Not to change it to Colorado. But still.
I don't know what this man said.
Either way, this is like a bit, like he's still joking about it. And I'm like, you're going too far, dude. You're going too far. This is the time to rein in the name issue stuff. Like, the wall of your own cock blocking is like rising and getting a little too high.
It's large. Meanwhile, Corey invites Sam out, so that'll be fun.
Finally.
Brian helps Katie into her room because Katie's fucking hammered. And then Schwartz, he appears in Katie's room. I will never understand the layout of this house. Do you know how many bedrooms connect to a few bathrooms?
It's the Jack and Jill bathrooms that like screw it up, I think, for everybody.
But there's like 3 bedrooms that use the same bathroom.
Because there's like one that like has technically like a hallway, I think, in front of it. And it's just, there's like a hallway and then it tees to another hallway that goes to the bathroom.
I have no idea.
I don't know where the bathrooms are related to people's rooms.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I can kind of understand where some of the rooms are in semi-relation to each other. But everybody's downstairs, I think, except for Amanda and Kyle. And Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's upstairs.
What got me was, so Schwartz is in Katie's room all of a sudden. He didn't come through the front. He came through a side somewhere. And he's like, hey, come with me. So they go through some hallway.
I think
and then end up in a different bedroom.
A Jack and Jill bathroom.
But they end up in a different bedroom and then go into a different bathroom. Like, I don't know where they went.
I don't know.
Anyway. They end up they go talk in the bathroom, and in the bathroom, he tells her, he's like, this was your idea.
Oh
and then she's like, you just don't want to have sex on camera. So,
which I understand because for a Vanderpump Rules person, I realize this, like he could on his show like someone and when they drop cameras be able to leave with them and like pursue something.
Never have sex.
But he is so conscious of the cameras 24/7. I think that like freaks him out a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But we get the scene. Did you see their heads on the ground?
I didn't. I even
counter?
rewound it. I just don't. I don't understand what you're seeing, but I envision it for myself.
You open the bathroom. Picture you're walking in this bathroom.
Yeah.
On the right hand side is the sink.
Yes, countertop thing.
And then the mirrors above that.
Correct.
And then you walk a little further and you have the toilet.
Yep. And then the shower.
And then the shower.
Yeah.
And on one side it's just a
wall. Yeah.
Okay, so they're on the ground.
Against the wall, right?
They're just on the ground in between where the sink and the cabinets are and the wall.
Do you think they're kneeling? Because like height-wise, they kind of have to be like kneeling, right?
I think he's sitting up and she's like on his lap.
Yeah.
But they have to be sideways because I saw 2 heads like next to each other.
Okay, so they're just truly
they're not
in between.
Against the wall.
They're truly in between.
I picture they are laying down and then she's like, let me put my bra on outside.
Again, I don't
know not to come in here.
Keep it in.
So he sits up and she is up too on his lap.
Gotcha.
Because then I see the 2 little heads in the mirror reflection.
Okay, and they're parallel. They're sitting parallel to the the sink and
the
stuff.
wall and the sink, and they're perpendicular to the door.
Yes.
So she opens up this door and her bra flies out.
She like, yeah, okay. I got it.
And they are hooking up in the bathroom. And then, lo and behold, Malia hears.
I'm so mad at her.
Oh.
I'm mad at her.
No, I loved this. She's like, hey, can I have my contacts?
Okay, as a girl who has contacts, I would never interrupt my friend finally making out with this boy in the bathroom for my contacts case. Sleep in those contacts, darling.
I probably wouldn't either.
Go get 2 cups from the kitchen and like you can figure it out.
At least it's Katie, or like her best friend, so Katie's not
You
mad.
should try to wait like 5-10 minutes, you know?
I would listen. I'd be like, I'm going to sit out here until you give me your contacts. I'm going to listen.
No, don't. You cannot speak to your... If you interrupt me hooking up with a boy, I would be pissed. You can listen, but don't talk. Listen. Just like I don't want the person involved talking at me. I definitely don't want a
That's
third
true.
party.
I don't want any talking. But, so it's Saturday, 1:07 a.m., Malia's listening, and then she's like, hey, can I have my contacts? But they give her contacts, and then they get back to it. But the best part is Malia, like, grabs her contacts and walks away, and Brian has been looking for Schwartz, and he finds Malia, and he goes, you heard something, didn't you? And I'm cracking up because Brian knows.
Well, Brian had walked into his room, and he was, like, questioning if he was hearing things. He's like, what?
Schwartz?
That's what made me so confused about the layout of this house. The most. I was like, where is this in relation to Brian's room?
I have no idea where Brian lives anymore. So Danielle invites Alex to her room. He accepts. Yeah. So Aisha, this was awesome.
This was
Aisha's.
I saw where this was going.
Aisha is so drunk. She cannot. I'm surprised she's up and walking and not peeing the bed, truthfully. She gets up. She has to go to the bathroom. I think there's only one bathroom in this fucking place.
In this basement, I think.
I have no idea.
There has to be. So
she gets up. She walks to the bathroom. The door is not locked because she opens it and she runs right into them. And they're like, hey, Aisha. And she's like, hey, I need to use the bathroom. I don't even think she comprehends that they're naked. She's straight up.
I don't think they're fully naked, though.
I don't think she comprehends
that
anything,
they're topless.
She's just blackout.
Well, I understand it because when I wake up from drinking, you have a full bladder, so you're like, gotta go to the bathroom. Like, let's get after it. And I think she was probably, in a sense, stunned, but you're so drunk that you're not stunned. That she's just like, whatever, I have to go to the bathroom.
I pictured this as... Have you ever just been so drunk? You realize what's happening, but you don't really care?
It's like it's not seeping in. You're just it's like bouncing off of you.
Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I don't even care. There could be a fire and I have to pee.
And you're just walking past it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she walks right in, pees. Everyone's like, okay. And so Katie and Schwartz
I guess we'll leave.
That really killed the moment. Schwartz does describe it. He's like, she had a mission.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. If I was that drunk and that, I'll say half asleep, I could see myself doing the same.
I can see myself not comprehending what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the next day, someone was like, they were hooking up. And
that's the thing is I would wake up and be like, wait a minute.
Did you hook up?
But I understand her perspective too, saying like, why are you taking the one bathroom? There are so many rooms here. Come on.
There are rooms. There's literally an upstairs where no one is.
Yes. Yes.
Upstairs. Why are you taking the bath? I know you don't have sex on camera. There has to be a bathroom somewhere upstairs.
Or isn't there a closet? Like other summer houses have had closets in the past.
Literally. Or just have sex on camera.
I understand not doing it on camera. They're not even having sex. They are literally just making out.
They were gonna have sex.
Do you think so?
But Aisha walked in. I think so, but I think Aisha walked in and they were like...
Also, when they walked into the bathroom, because they knew they didn't want to do anything on camera, they did not turn off those microphones quick enough, in my opinion.
They did not turn off the microphones.
I'm like...
The lights to the bathroom were on.
They didn't lock the door. She threw the bra outside. I'm like, you are making this such a public thing for not wanting it to be public.
What is happening? And everyone can hear you because everyone's sleeping downstairs and everyone apparently has ears that work really well. So Yeah, they say they didn't have sex, but it was PG to PG-13. Someone even, or Kate even says like, fine, R-rated 15-year-olds, whatever. So Jason then, because Schwartz and Katie go back to Schwartz's bed, and Jason's like, hey, is this an open bed I can sleep in? And I was like, oh, poor Jason. But the mood's dead, so they're not going to have sex in Schwartz's bed.
No. Cuddles only.
So it's Saturday, 9:03 a.m. Aisha, magical Aisha, wakes up and she's like, I gotta go. I've been here. I'm already turning into these people. I am also her.
I wake up so early when I'm drinking, and definitely when I'm in scenarios like that, I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I feel that too. She tries to Irish goodbye, but she gets caught.
I'd be pissed. I would keep walking.
She gets caught by Jason, Katie, and Schwartz, who are up with the door open for some reason. Okay, so Casey can't find her phone, but it was found in a bowl in a cabinet.
Where is she?
That's a good night.
Where is she putting her shit? Night. She lost her jacket the night before, and she lost her phone.
Aren't we happy your phone's not dead?
I mean, it probably has not been used in hours.
It's amazing. Okay, Danielle tells Alex that she was hating him last night, but now he's in her bed, and Alex is like, yep. I was like, Alex, you need to shut. It's getting done.
I like that she kind of addresses things, but I wish they would actually talk about it.
Yeah, Alex like doesn't talk about it. Amanda and Kyle though talk about it because she knows she upset Danielle, and they both want Danielle to enjoy herself, but they don't want her huffing and puffing around. Yeah, and they know Danielle gets like too mad. But Alex also shouldn't be talking to other women in front of her right after having sex with her. It's a messy situation. I will 100%. There's no right or wrong. It's just mess.
And it's really hard to be like Kyle always oversees, like I'll say the entire house vibe. This is not something you can really bring up to Danielle.
No, not at all. So it's Saturday, 10:17 a.m. Jason is finding Jordan to be like, I'm going to help with your brunch because Jordan's having brunch today. And Jason's an amazing cook. Yep. So, and then everyone's looking for Aisha, but she dips so no one can find her. And Brian feels really bad because he called her a cucumber and not a kiwi. He is so funny.
I love him. I love him. I love him.
He's the best. There's never a bad day with Brian. No. Schwartz is leaving today to go film the Vanderpump Rules reunion. This is when we see 2 days from now, we see James say it's not hard to be the number one guy in the group when you're competing with Schwartz and a clown.
With Sandoval and a clown, I think.
No, he says I checked Schwartz and a clown. Damn. Because remember, Sandoval's number one enemy.
That's true. Yeah, I'm really happy. This is what I said I wanted this last episode. So thank you, Bravo. Like, this was amazing. I thought this was genius to do.
Just keep showing me rando clips. Whenever he mentions leaving for the reunion, just show me another clip.
Because it was such a good reunion. Like, you have all this great footage.
Schwartz doesn't even need to be in it. Just have his face just like, oh, don't say that. Or something like
something really, so simple. And like, to be honest, a great cross-marketing idea because those who maybe didn't get into Vanderpump during that time are now like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah. Also, I've decided if there's one thing I enjoy, it's watching Schwartz in distress.
Especially like that. In quote-unquote future distress. That's my favorite.
Yeah, it just brings me joy. Like, knowing he has nothing but distress coming for him.
Remind me of what is coming to him, even though I've already seen it in my past.
I know.
It's his future, and I really love that.
I love it. Just for Bravo in general, just show me people's future demise, and I'll enjoy every second of it.
100%.
So, Schwartz, though, claims not to be Team Sandoval. We'll see. Katie is so sad Schwartz is leaving. Malia tells her she saw the bathroom makeout. And Katie just says this is the most effort she's ever put into anything. And I was like, it's really sad it's with Schwartz, honestly.
But this is what like living in the same house with someone will do. Is like,
I know.
It's so
you got
kind of easy. Like, because you constantly are going to see them. Like, you don't have to force interaction. So at that point, it's easy. But damn, like, chasing a stupid boy. No.
Schwartz of all boys. Oh, no. Go chase Brian. Come on.
Yeah, why is there no love for Brian?
Are we missing something here? Like, what the fuck?
I think we get to see him shine in every aspect.
I know.
You
There's
know,
not
we
a
get
bad,
the bird's
I
eye
don't have a bad thing to
view.
say.
Like, I don't
know.
think he would talk to me if I was at that party.
I say he's sniffing other girls,
He's
and I'd
not
be
sniffing
like,
me.
sniff me.
He's not calling me a cucumber.
Dreams. So Jordan and Jason are making brunch. So Jordan shares with us that growing up, she used to have brunch every weekend with her parents, and unfortunately, her mother passed when she was 17. So this is like a really special tradition for her. Jordan also has slippers and onesies for everyone, and we're gonna iron things onto the onesies. I thought this was great. This was genius. Corey does blow me, which was hilarious.
Classic Corey. I love this idea because not everybody can have a party, and so this like meant something. I wish she would have done brunches on Martha's Vineyard now. Like, I want her in a sense to show up this way on her own show.
Same, I agree. But she strips in the dining room from her pajamas from one onesie into the onesie that she made with iron-on things. And Alex, of course, is right there. And so he calls her so hot. And this is where Jordan's like, you know what? I will take the compliments. I am not going to deny this man to compliment me. But she also says Danielle's not talking to her about what she's thinking.
Yes.
So Jordan's just going to keep doing her. And I think that's smart until Danielle says, I have this problem that you keep flirting with Alex. Why should Jordan change?
I agree. And the thing is like, this is innocent. Like, this is really innocent. Like, Danielle shouldn't be mad at Alex or Jordan for this because Jordan, like, apologized, kind of like, sorry, guys, I'm just going to strip right here. And he was like, no problem. Like, you're hot. Like, it was just a throwaway comment. It's not like he's sitting there, like, seeking out watching her change, which sounds way creepier. I think Danielle is taking this all way too seriously. Like, this is just a hookup, and so I think she needs to dial it down a little bit in moments like this when she's not even drunk yet.
I completely agree. Okay, so now it is 1:20 p.m. Schwartz leaves in an hour, but first we're gonna eat brunch. I wish here they showed us another thing that, like, you know, went wrong.
Also, I really wanted
every time you mention it.
I really wanted this brunch. I want eggs and bacon and
this brunch
potatoes.
I love a potato.
Me too.
So Jordan opens up about her year of celibacy. Brian shares that he made out with some randos, and now Casey's like, "Do I like Brian?" And I was like, "Yes, he's a winner."
Brunch is the perfect like post-party brunch. Everybody's sharing. They're like their night. Like, this reminds me of college, and I loved it.
Yes, Riley hooked up with Fabio, the 21-year-old that we find out. Malia's like, I kissed Hannah.
Love.
Schwartz is like, me and Katie had a nice little makeout. This was great. But Schwartz, he's leaving today, in case you forgot, and not coming back. Cue the Vanderpump Rules. Reunion. I'll never stop. Corey has an athletic activity for everyone today, and everyone's like, oh, we're so hungover. How could you do this to us? And he goes, it's flag football. And they're like, oh, that's fun. Like, we don't. I think they thought, like, we're going to have to go, like, ice skating in a public place or something.
Yeah.
Or just, like
last year they did those, like, routines. Those, like, ice skating routines.
Oh my god, yeah. This was fun because they're gonna drink through this.
Yeah, and like run around a field a little bit. You don't really have to put your whole heart into it.
You're not even gonna run. Yeah. So Casey will not be playing, but she's gonna watch everyone. I was like, Casey, fucking come on. Go put on your
shocked, like she immediately is like, no.
She's kind of a dud in that aspect. Just go play the football game.
Yeah.
Katie and Schwartz talk. She doesn't think he will come back. And he goes, he will because he's having so much fun with her.
This is the first time I've heard he's going to come back.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on this episode. But like in the actual episode, I was like, whoa, I got really confused. I was like, what do you mean you're coming back?
Well, sir, in case you forgot, you're about to get fucking destroyed in a few days. You're not coming back.
I don't think he's coming back.
No, his bar is failing. How is it? Well, what, he's going to spend more money on a plane ticket to come back?
That. And like in my mind, there's like going to be like 3 days left when he comes back. What's the point of that?
He's going to show up for a dinner and then have to fly out again. That's so stupid. But he does before he leaves. He says her name. He calls her Katie. And then he's like,
that was
Katie,
cute.
that was cute. But then he's like, "Can you help me pack?" Because Schwartz is useless and can't do anything.
Okay, he does say that he's not going to make her pack his whole bag, and that his ex-wife would be pissed looking at his bag. But she helps a little bit and then sits on it, which like that's what every girl needs to do. Just sit on the bag,
Whatever,
and zip around it.
But then he goes back to reality, and I was like, "Oh, sad for you." So now it's 2:50 p.m. Schwartz says goodbye to everyone, but he will be back. And so it's time to go outside and play flag football. Katie, though, stays back to say goodbye to Schwartz, which I was like, "You're gonna miss a fun flag football game."
I know.
Okay.
She was dressed for the game. I was confused that she was staying. This timeline was so stupid.
Because it was a long time she stayed. I didn't see her at all on the flag football field.
I think she missed the entire thing.
That's sad. So Kyle, Brian, and Alex, before they play, they take a pee. Kyle brings up Alex flirting right after having sex with Danielle. And Alex is like, "I'm not going to stop flirting." And then Kyle's like, "Then Danielle won't stop stewing about it."
Mm-hmm.
And Alex is like, "Guess we're screwed." And I was like, "No, you're screwing the whole fucking house now."
Which, like, I'm happy Kyle said something to Alex because since he is truly aware of the problem, like, Danielle should change things too, but again, we talked about this whenever, like, Amanda and Kyle talked about it in the morning. Like, you can't really confront this with her. So, like, Alex, put your foot down. Like, stop hooking up with her. Like, it'll be better for everyone. But Alex wants to get laid still. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to flirt with these girls and sleep with Danielle.
We'll get there. Well, it's just, come on.
This is what it's going to be for the rest of the vacation.
I'm kind of sick talking about Alex and Danielle too at this point.
Me too.
I'm just like, great. So it's time to play. No one really knows what's happening in this game. They're really trying. Malia's really fast. That's what we see. She's got wheels.
I think it's probably hard to catch the ball when it's cold too.
Agreed. But then also they're drinking. They're just fucking around.
Nobody really cares.
Amanda, if you know Amanda, she admits she does hate doing activities, which we see. She's known as one of the bed girls.
A little
she
bed
just
bug.
Likes to lay in bed. But Kyle likes when she participates, so she's like willing to do this for him. So Alex is quarterback and tells Amanda to go really long. So she goes long before he even snaps the ball. So she's not going to make it.
Offsides, but so like
she's just
we're not
standing there.
Rules.
We got to do what we got to do, you know? And so Alex launches the ball at her, and she tries to catch it, and it goes right through her arms and clocks her right in the face. And she goes down, and Kyle's right there, and he's just like in shock.
It
like,
was
what do I do?
So perfect, so bad. And then like Alex runs over and is like, "I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have thrown it that hard." And I was like, that was nothing related to the throw. Like, you had a spot on throw.
Also, you shouldn't have thrown it to her at all that far. Come on.
Maybe she said she wanted it, you know, like.
It was so funny. She went down. So Corey was there. Corey's so sweet. He was there in a second.
Oh my God, he
like,
ran so fast.
You know, Brian ran the other way. He was like, I can't.
It reminded me of Paige tripping and falling into the table last season during the like flick
where everyone
up thing.
Ran.
Yeah, we're just like, oh.
And Amanda's cracking up, but she's like, my face really hurts. Because I'm sure she knows I love a fall or a face plant or anything where you know it looks so stupid, but you're so hurt, but you can't stop laughing because you're like, that was so dumb.
Yeah. Her hat even like flew off, like a lot of force.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the perfect face.
She's so tiny and just like she flipped her whole body.
Oh, it was amazing. Okay, so then cut to Katie walking Schwartz out. He pecks her goodbye like a.
I was shocked.
I know it wasn't like it was like a.
It was like a normal
long-term relationship.
Yeah, it's like a normal person like actively seeing each other like goodbye.
Yeah.
And in front of the camera, it's not like the camera was like hidden at the top of the stairs. The camera was like right in their faces.
Yeah,
Schwartzy.
It was weird. And so they're both like really stressed too about, I don't know, the situation at hand.
Schwartz has a reason to be stressed. He's about to be murdered.
Schwartz has a reason to be so stressed.
I'm like, Katie, what are we doing? This is a stupid boy who barely wanted to kiss you and call you by your first name.
Yeah. Katie's like, I'm so stressed. And I'm like, about what? That he might not come back?
It's better if he doesn't come back.
Yeah, just ended on the high note. Okay, so that's the episode. So next time, Corey's family's in town. Casey's kind of feeling Brian. This is where Brian's mom sends him a bunch of stuff, and he goes, "Look what my mom sent me."
No one cares
And Danielle
about your mom.
swats it, and then that's when Brian gets really mad, and he's like, "You swatted away my mom's stuff," and she goes, "Don't bring your mom into this." And Danielle's gonna light this place on fucking fire.
I like when we saw these like previews, I thought that her saying we just slept together 20 minutes ago and then swatting Brian's stuff and then being mad at Jordan was all the same night. So I'm kind of disappointed we're gonna see this over multiple episodes, but because I don't want to deal with this, but I can't wait for that scene.
I know what everyone's thinking, and it's that my stool. Everyone's thinking that, we're all going to be mad at Danielle for doing that to Brian. And though I do think I'm going to be upset with Danielle,
it's going to
be such a funny moment that I'm not going to care.
Yes.
Like the swat of like, no one cares.
There's another moment where we're like, we're not laughing at that. It's just the moment. I forget what it is, but we're like.
I don't know. It's every episode we do. There's always a really bad moment.
This is really bad, but this is just too funny not to laugh.
For some reason, Danielle sitting alone in a hot tub comes to mind.
No, I'm thinking Vanderpump. Maybe is it Brittany getting cheated on? Or...
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, that was funny.
There's a lot.
I mean, I laugh at. I mean, Vanderpump Rules. Anything James does, and he does a lot of shitty stuff. I will laugh at. AKA he fat shames.
I mean, that's it. It's when he fat shames Katie. We're like, we're not laughing.
It's so terrible. But the way it happens,
but we're laughing at
is like that's what this is gonna be. It's gonna be like, look what my mom sent me. Who gives a shit about your mom?
I love it.
Be like, what? I can't wait. So let's do fun, not fun. Do you want to start with not? Should we do not fun first?
Yeah, let's do not fun.
All right. I think there's a couple we could pick from.
It's Danielle for me. I'm just over this. I want her to have a good time, and that's why she's my not fun, because like she's not having fun. Like the root is truly her and Alex are both problems. But like I want Danielle to have a good time, and this like was fun and exciting, but now every time like I feel like she is kissing him and like having sex with him to try and like get his attention, and it's just a cycle of like he's not gonna give it to you the way you want it.
Yeah.
And I just can't see my own decisions on the screen anymore. Like, please stop.
I completely agree. I support. I though am gonna just go with the other half, and I'm gonna pick Alex because he knows. He can see the situation so clearly, and he just can't stop it, and it angers me.
I'm so disappointed in him.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's not fun because he's causing Danielle to not be fun, even though Danielle's also causing herself not to be fun. Like,
and it's
even
the whole
when Amanda
house.
Even when Amanda said, like, I'm married and you're not, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah. That wasn't fun, but that was fucking hilarious. Alex isn't doing it, like, in a funny way, making Danielle upset.
No. And, like, when Kyle confronts him, he's just like, well, I guess we're just going to stay doing this.
The whole house is screwed.
No.
Fuck you. Okay, let's do our fun. I think there's a lot to choose from.
I agree.
Just to, like, talk it out, right? Schwartz and Katie were both very fun this episode.
Obsessed
that was a good
them.
laugh.
Yeah.
That was a good laugh we got. Brian,
always
crushes.
He's
just a lady killer.
Yep.
Casey was even fun. She's losing her jacket and her coat everywhere. Malia's fun. She's making out with girls. Aisha's fun. She's peeing when she's not invited to pee places and Irish goodbying.
Yeah, I did love
Jason's fun because Jason's hot and just he's Jason. Amanda's fun. She gets hit in the face. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's just Kyle who's mediocre.
Which, like, is fine because I think we
got so many fun.
I think he's helping from behind the scenes more than we're ever seeing, you know? Like, he's keeping the train rolling, so I'm never truly mad at him. Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him for not being shown. Do we need to go with just the rest of the house?
What did I laugh? No, we can't. What did I laugh the hardest at? What did we laugh
I think I'm going to have to go with Brian because, like, Brian kills it for me every time. Like, the cucumber thing versus kiwi is what really, like, I lost it on. And him, like,
fine, but I'm
saying the
Brian
Hebrew thing to the girl. Yeah, okay, fine,
that
deal. You get Brian next week because, like, that was going to be the reason I didn't select Brian this week is, like, well, I want him next week. So, fine, that's a fair trade-off.
I'm gonna pick. Okay.
Good luck.
No, I'm gonna pick Katie. I think Katie was fun. I liked her being mad at Schwart.
Me too.
I loved her being like, we're going to the bathroom. I loved watching Aisha interrupt
This is what I want for Danielle and Alex. Like, I want you to be a little mad in a sense, but like get over it and make it happen, you know? Go into the bathroom and bang.
It was fun. Honestly, Aisha was a close second, but Katie was good. And then she gets a little peck at the end. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She got what she wanted, and I support that. And the bathroom scene, I analyzed that scene so hard. I can tell you exactly how
in
they
the previews, you started analyzing it.
I know exactly how we're positioned.
Okay, over under on, do you think Schwartz is coming back?
No. No.
I don't think so either. I want to know what other people think, so please comment on our stuff. He
gets destroyed, and then I can tell you right now, he at least needs 3 days to recuperate after that. And I'm positive Bravo is like, none of you leave because we might need more from you. Like, like this reunion just happened. They were probably like,
yeah,
don't leave.
They were doing their interviews after, because that's why we got the Raquel thing. At the very end
interviews to film. Sandoval was all sad. Schwartz was like trying to get his bar together.
Well, he was like popping anxiety pills.
Schwartz. Katie's mad at Schwartz. Lala could give 2 shits about Schwartz. I think he's like, it's probably best if I don't get caught at the airport again on TMZ.
Yeah, like I don't need to say anything publicly for a while. Let me go on to Stars on Mars.
Yeah, let me do something like really good with my time. And worthwhile. Okay, great episode. Very funny.
Do we have any podcasts? Wait, do we have any podcasts by the people?
Oh,
you miss this every time. I think it's because we have so many at the start, so then you like check it off mentally.
I know.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm the real brains behind this operation.
Right. Okay, ready? Tyranny said, a lot happened this episode. I think I need to give my thoughts on storyline by storyline. Schwartz gave himself rules, and yet Katie Maloney sets a fucking boundary of not hooking up with someone in the friend group, and she's wrong.
I mean, true.
Scream it for him in the back. If I didn't already see the reunion, I wish she would have called his ass out for that. I almost feel bad for Schwartz because when Crazy Joe sees this, you know she will watch. She's the one who's going to be pissed. Crazy Joe.
That's why I thought that like they were situationships too.
Yeah, but who gives a shit what Crazy Joe thinks?
I'm just saying.
That's funny. Aisha walking into the bathroom was hilarious, especially because she just didn't give a fuck. I cannot say enough how much I love her. I agree. It was good. That was pure comedy. I'm over Danielle and Alex drama. Just over it. Alex can just leave the house and I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Agreed. He's the one who should leave.
I really want to like Jordan, but I keep feeling like she's a bit thirsty. I really can't explain why I feel that way, but it's there. I'm still hoping I'm wrong because, like I said, I want to like her. Hal might be... oh, yeah. Okay, so that's her Jordan comment. I agree. Jordan's not giving us a lot.
What makes me mad is what's that guy's name that was talking to her at the party? Like, accept it from everyone, kind of. Like, be consistent, because the guys who actually like her, she shuts down. But then the guys that don't,
that are literally taken.
It doesn't make sense to me. And the overall, like, oh, Danielle hasn't talked to me about it. Like, you can visibly see she's upset. Like, I wish she would go and, like, take it upon herself to be like, listen, I'm just going to rake in these compliments. Like, I don't mind that she rakes them in, but, like, let's just own it on all fronts then.
Agreed. Hal might be freezing over, but I'm proud of Corey for not really flirting with girls at the party. Oh, Tyranny, the bar is low.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, so Amanda playing football was just adorable. She's so not athletic, and it cracks me up when she tries. Oh, it was hilarious. The preview for next week when Brian's mom sends him stuff.
I can't wait.
Wait, I binge family karma over the last week. So all I'll say is that it doesn't surprise me. Also, everyone watch Family Karma. I need it back on my TV, and my hope is Bravo lifts the pause and streams it on Peacock like they did with Real Housewives of Miami.
That's a good idea.
Ooh, I hope so too.
Tierney told me in the DMs that it was really good. I just need to get through my new girl phase, and then I'm on Family Karma.
I love New Girl. Yeah. Okay, so Tierney picked her fun. She's going with Katie. Oh my God, twins. She finally got some from Schwartz, and not fun is Schwartz. See the above reason for a stupid rule. Yeah, Schwartz will never be fun.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, Chrissy says, she's leaving notes during Peacock commercial breaks. How fun! Thank you so much, Chrissy.
Live reporting.
Part 1, Danielle and Casey sharing underwear. Have you ever let someone borrow your panties?
In a major emergency, maybe, but like, no, stay away from my drawer.
I mean, I'm sure you can use them, but please keep them, right? Or am I old?
Throw them away. Throw them away after. We don't need to like swap it back.
We don't need to talk about it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, keep it. Chrissy says, the Tom and Katie name drama is overkill, and I'm tired of hearing about it. Move on, Katie. Run for the hills like the other one. Agree. My God, she should watch Vanderpump Rules. That's all I can say. Chrissy says, Danielle has lost my respect. I don't think she's drunk enough to use that as an excuse. He's just not that into you, girl. Step up and step out of that hookup.
Yeah.
So Chrissy's never been in this situation.
Yeah, but like when they have that talk in the room when like Alex is like, I don't like you, that's when you like, you gotta be done. She needs to walk away and not ask for a cuddle. But yeah,
been there.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
And finally, Malia is my favorite. I honestly could care less about the drama from Below Deck. Her and Hannah making out back in the day, and now a new Hannah. I love the bi-curious vibes. She may be straight, but if you're hot, she's into it. I agree. I love that.
I think those are words to live by. If you're hot, I'm into it.
I'm into it. Chrissy then gives us part 2. I need Alex to man up and end things with Danielle. She won't because she's lonely. Agreed.
Amen.
That's the problem.
That is literally you hit the nail on the head.
Katie and Tom, she didn't listen to my advice earlier. I guess I'll just say finally. I know. And Corey inviting Sam. Yes, I hope she comes out and we get to see their relationship.
I am so curious what's about to go down because Sam said at BravoCon, I think, that she like handled the problem. She's friends with these people now, so like can't wait to see what handling the problem looks like.
Okay, Chrissy gives us part 3. Quick. Brian got some makeout action. I know it was hot. We're very team Brian. Okay, Tom is back on my good side. Love him and Katie. Wow, what a roller coaster, Chrissy. Too bad he's probably gonna chicken out and not come back.
Amen.
Yeah, he
kind of deserves to not come back, but like undersell, over deliver. Like, don't tell everybody you're coming back.
Yeah,
surprise them.
Last thing Chrissy says, Casey sunbathing in the snow is chef's kiss, and Amanda getting Marsha Brady'd was the best quote of the episode. Oh my God, I forgot they called it you Marsha Brady'd her. Okay, and Jackie says, can we talk about Tom's hair? Why is he okay walking around like that? And why don't the Winter House people hold him down and force a brushing? It's annoying me so much.
Go ahead.
Jackie, when he brushes it, he looks like a 90-year-old dad.
But that's because he's like really brushing it. He needs to find an in-between. I think on I didn't watch What Happens Live. I meant to, but I think Andy Cohen told him that he looks like he has the Kate Gosselin haircut.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That is so good.
So add another Katie to the group. A trio of Katies.
So good. Oh, I'm mad I didn't think of that first. This is why Andy Cohen's the king. This is why he owns Bravo. That was
half watched the clip, so I don't fully remember, but I think it literally just came out. Like it just came down.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jackie's last comment is Katie needs to tell Tom, what if everyone hated your name because they think of Tom Sandoval when they hear Tom? Oh, got him. Maybe then he would get why poor Katie wants you to be able to say her name.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Jackie, you better march your ass into that house and put Tom Schwartz down with a comb
just
and give him some realness while he's at it.
Just comb his hair. You're right. Don't
Fucking
slap
trap him down, verbally abuse him, and then comb his hair.
And by verbally abuse him, just give him boundaries. That's what
Call
he takes
him
as
Tom Sandoval. Oh, that was great. Kate Gosling, that's the best thing I've ever heard. I can't end
this episode was a little unhinged.
Chaos. I can't end this episode. Thank you so much. Do all the things I said at the beginning. That was so fun.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.